Om. Namaste. Hope all are doing very fine. Today in the series of Mahavatar Babaji Encounter Revelations, we will see the next revelations what came as hint. All small sparks which came from Babaji in a very short time. Little later, after I came out from Mahavatar Babaji, all these revelations are slowly enlarging itself into a logical matter or logical conclusion or logical happenings in the history. Today we will touch upon connecting to the previously what we discussed during the Kriya Kundalini Awakening series of 21 days into 18 steps of discourse what we had and discussion what we had. We had discussed that the Shiva is Nishkala, it is Purusha, and the Prakriti appears as two with the inducement or involvement of Maya. Shiva becomes Shakti. Little elaborately we will understand how Babaji is putting these facts before us. Long ago, the universe was very silent. When everything was Shiva Tattva, Shiva realizing that real has to become real as unreal through the involvement of Maya, he created Shakti. The Nishkala Shiva takes a part and tries to conceive, tries to activate his own part of Nishkala Shiva as Sakala Shiva. The moment Maya involves, Shakti appears and Shakti becomes individual and independent. This is the play very deep into the core. We will also have to travel and understand this. Be very attentive. I may not know what I am speaking. I may have to rewind and see this video myself to understand. As it flows, I am leaving it out. I will be flowing as was shown to me by Mahavatar Babaji. The moment Shakti came, the first act what she did is to playfully close the eyes of Shiva. The moment Shakti came from Nishkala Shiva as Sakala Shiva, immediately playfully Shakti Devi, Parvati Devi playfully closes the eyes of Shiva. Instantly, the entire universe becomes dark. Now Parvati Devi is in doldrums, did not know what to do. She is taken by a panic with the closed eyes or opened eyes, making no difference for her. She leads herself from Kailasha to Kanchipuram. Like a blind person, how he or she searches something, blindfolded she comes to Kanchipuram. She picks up some sand and makes a linga and starts worshipping or pleading innocence or pleading with Shiva to forgive her for the unaware or ignorant acts in which she instantly closed the eyes of Shiva. After some times of her worshipping the Shivalinga, made out of sand. Pleased with her devotion, bhakti, dedication, and sincerity, Shiva appears before her and advises and leads her to go to Tiruvannamalai hills, where Shiva says that I am available there as fire and come and worship me there so that your wish will be fulfilled, your errors will be corrected, light will come from Tiruvannamalai through the fire, Agni, acceding to the guidance of Lord Shiva, the Sarva Shakti, Sakala Shiva energy moves from Kanchipuram to Tiruvannamalai, where Shiva is in the form of a fire and in the form of a lingam. The entire mountain appears before Parvati, giving not only light to the universe but also giving enlightenment to the Devi Parvati, the consort of Shiva, the Sakala Shiva of Nishkala Shiva. With the result of her penance for a long time, her dedication, her bhakti, and her untired devotion to Lord Shiva, Shiva pleased with her, offers half of Shiva's left side to Parvati to be accommodated to the left side of Shiva, and thus Shiva becomes Ardhanarishwara. Half Shiva and half Shakti emerges from the Tiruvannamalai mountain, a sacred mountain. Even today it stands to testify this. Aruna means fire, Chala means mountain, Arunachala means fire mountain, or the mountain which gives light, fire, and enlightenment. During this auspicious occasion, Mahamunis, seers, rishis, Gautama, Vasishta, Vishwamitra, Agastya, Tirumular, Boganathar, Patanjali, Vyakrapada, Gautama, Nandideva, Narada, Durvasa, and Lord Krishna show their presence to witness this transformation of Shiva into Ardhanarishwara, Ishvara into Ardhanarishwara, Shiva as Nishkala Shiva in two parts, Nishkala Shiva appearing or disappearing as Nishkala Shiva and Sakala Shiva. All those acts and actions happening through Maya is outcome as Sakala Shiva. All those consciousness and understanding and deep knowledge gaining happens through Nishkala Shiva. Aruna also refers to red fire or Agni. Chala is a mountain, Arunachala mountain. This temple, Annamalayar temple and Unnamalai Devi, there, even today during the Kartika Masa, the mountain atop a cauldron is filled with tons and tons of ghee with thick stout wicks of cotton thread. With the help of some camphor during the auspicious Kartika Masa, the Arudra Darshanam or the Annamalai Deepam is lit, in which millions and millions of people across the world have darshan and sanctify themselves during this period. Besides this temple, a very sacred temple, was planned and built at this place by one of the disciples of Boganathar, the Idekadar Siddhar, who is also the disciple of Boganathar. Babaji also at a different period becomes the disciple of Boganathar Siddhar. Thus, Idekadar Siddhar and Babaji become the disciples of Boganathar. Idekadar Siddhar was the Siddha who planned and built this gigantic temple which has several gopurams, several towers on the base of the sacred hill. During the Poornimas, almost on every Poornima, lakhs and lakhs of people take a journey and go around the sacred mountain, which will be around 14 to 18 kilometers of walking. You can see on every Pournami lakhs and lakhs of people go. I have also walked several times with Mataji and some of our yoga members to the Arunachala hills, which is very famously called as Girivalam. Around in the evening, approximately at sunset time, we used to walk. Early morning we will return to the same place where you can see at least 500,000 people, or where you can see up to 2 million heads you can see in and around the temple complex as well as around the Arunachala hills. Idekadar Siddha was born somewhere near Madurai at a place called Idekadu. He was a shepherd. He was roaming around Arunachala hills, giving sermons, giving lot of poetry, poems and songs to people who approach him. He was wandering like a beggar here and there. Looking at his devoted approach, once Boganathar was making a astral journey to China, during which he sighted Idekadar and initiated him into his school of thoughts, from which Idekadar has become Idekadar Siddha. Having planned and built this gigantic temple with his valuable guidance, the Idekadar Siddhar took Jiva Samadhi within the sanctum sanctorium of Arunachala temple or Annamalai temple. The Annamalai temple also had become very famous as a result of Sheshadri Swamigal and his disciple Ramana Maharishi, who had their ashrams there. Within the temple complex itself, in the deep cave Ramana Maharishi was living. One who has to go there will enjoy all these things. During this one of the Poornimas, we are planning to take a spiritual tour to this particular sacred mountain to take up a Girivalam. On that day, it will be very difficult for anyone to visit the temple because 500,000 to 1 million people will be assembled there. But Girivalam can be completed during one night. We will try to plan for this. Apart from this, we have understood how the Nishkala and the Sakala Shiva, the Shiva Shakti, one becomes two or one appears to be two through the inducement or involvement of Maya Devi, and how Maya also played a role for Parvati to close the eyes of Lord Shiva, the universe becoming dark, Parvati Devi coming to Kanchipuram, a sacred town, and Shiva appearing before her and advising her to go to Arunachaleshwara hill to do the penance, by which act of sacred involvement of Parvati Devi, Shiva, pleased with her devotion, offers half of Shiva's body and becomes Shiva and Shakti Ardhanarishwara. This is linked to what Babaji guided me to make a Vigraha at Babaji Ashram with Babaji and Ane Nagalakshmi. Now the crucial point, what I was astonished here is Devi Parvati left Kanchipuram on the advice of Shiva, but she had to obey the orders of her Lord. But she had already started worshipping the sand-made Shivalinga with two mind. She physically goes to Arunachaleshwara, and her traces or the astral presence is left at Kanchipuram, which becomes Anne Nagalakshmi. So we know the source from where Anne Nagalakshmi came through the revelation of Mahavatar Babaji. She is from Kanchipuram. She is none other than Parvati Devi, though carrying the name as Nagalakshmi, because she was born for Mahavatar Babaji, Nagaraj Baba. Lakshmi is usually attached to the female child, born in a family. This is how the linking of various events are revealed by Mahavatar Babaji. Now there could be a logical settlement within us that at the very sacred place where the Lord Shiva gives half of his body to Parvati, and where Parvati leaves half of her mind at Kanchipuram and comes to Tiruvannamalai, there she appears as Anne Nagalakshmi to be with Mahavatar Babaji. Here Sri Krishna appears for the sacred events along with other rishis and munis. From Kanchipuram, Nagalakshmi on other part of is there. Now both Anne Nagalakshmi, and in the same sacred method, Babaji will get united with Nagalakshmi at Mahavatar Babaji Ashram, which we are going to establish, which all the members of our WhatsApp group, which all the members of our YouTube group are going to witness in the days to come, not very far, not very, very far, nearer to that fulfillment. We are all waiting, and we are not just waiting, we are waiting with awareness. We are also acting with awareness in order to make those things happen for the sake of our awareness, for the sake of our upliftments, for the sake of our spiritual path becoming more and more sacred. Let us see in the next video. Till then, Om Sadguru Babaji Namaha. Om Sadguru Babaji Namaha. Om Sadguru Babaji Namaha.